Welcome back to my channel. I hope you're doing well. And today I thought it would be really fun to go and visit my humble beginnings as a bullet journaler and look back and flip through my very first ever bullet journal. Now, this is going to be a humbling experience, but it'll be really cool to see how much I've progressed as an artist and as a person and how I organize my things throughout the years. And I'm excited to get into it, so let's do it. So as a reminder, this is my bullet journal for this year, 2023, and this is a thing that I've done a whole video for, and we did some watercolors with some Crayola Super Tips where I just organized like all these things, and it's one of my favorite spreads I've ever done. And then of course like January and all of my themes that I've done so far, which are all featured on my channel because we do everything together here. But I thought that we could go back to my very first bullet journal, which was in 2019. And so I was mainly inspired to finally start bullet journaling. I had found, I think everybody knows Amanda Rachel in the bullet journal community, and I had found her back like years before 2019, and then I found her again in 2019, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to try this and I'm going to stick to it and I'm going to have a great time. And that is how my whole journey started. So we can see that this journal is pretty banged up because of how old it is, but it really holds a close place in my heart, and I have not opened this in a very long time, so I'm very excited to see what kind of horrors, masterpieces that we can find in here. So this is the very first entry page. We have a quote from my mother that we say all the time in my household, and these as well. And then we go over to January, and again, holographic. Loved holographic. I need to use this washi tape more often. It's so nice. Anyways, I ended up doing a full calendar page, and again, yep, it was not efficient. We can also see that I used a lined notebook for my first ever bullet journal, and yeah, so now I use dotted ones. I think that works better for me personally, but again, you don't have to use dotted stuff in order to do bullet journaling. You can do whatever type of paper you wish, and yeah. And so you can see that I've been following kind of like the same type of layout for all my spreads so far, and just doing like a bunch of little small things on the side, like my mood tracker and things like that. I have little decorations of like my favorite anime characters here and there sometimes, and a lot of doodles, and just like every week was kind of different. I did do this a lot as just like a way to relax and things like that back in high school. So that is mainly why like every week was different, and I just had a lot of fun just like doodling and de-stressing and things like that. And it looks pretty much different from every month. And then February kind of starts where I was in a very like black and white mood to do things, and also just like experimenting in different ways. These were really cool. I actually kind of redid this style of theme, I think, in January 2020. What? I don't remember, but yeah, you can see I never ended up finishing up the spread, though it was very cute. These little round pudgy animals, very cute. But yeah, I never ended up finishing them. Anyways, and then March is when I really started to be inspired by Amanda Rachel. I ended up trying to recreate her style a little bit. She had done like this foliage theme for March 2019, and so I kind of it was inspired by that. And yeah, so a little bit like that. I think my doodling skills have definitely gotten better over the years. The legend that I still really end up using today, honestly, that really hasn't changed. And then here is my horrendous monthly habit tracker where I would keep track of every single hobby that I had, which is hilarious. Now I do a lot more broad categories because obviously I'm not going to be recreating this every single month, which I mean I did for like this entire journal, which is impressive, so kudos to me because oh my gosh. Anyways, yep, so April I decided to stick to a set theme, which was like these tulips or whatever. I still really like the layout of the spread. I should definitely do that more often. I think that's very cute. But yeah, a little bit of everything, practicing a lot of calligraphy and cursive and things like that. This I was trying to do, believe it or not, a cool thing with washi tape. Yep, moving on. I ended up doing cherry blossoms for May, which I think is very, very cute. And I had this set of like washi tapes that like fit that theme, so I used that a lot throughout the entire month, just to make things easier. And again, just experimenting with things. Some looks better than others and stuff like that, but hey, that's just kind of how the cookie crumbles. And then June, this is still one of my favorite themes I've ever done. I just really like how bold the colors are. Something about it just like, I don't know, it makes me thirsty for lemonade, and it's just warm weather. And then I had used like my white gel pen to do like the little like lines inside the citrus, and I still think it looks really cool. This one I hate very much still, but the other ones are cool. July, I ended up doing just a monthly whole spread because I wasn't really using my journal at the time, and I was also gone to Peru for most of this month, so I didn't really end up using my journal at all. And then randomly in here, I also have some art journal spreads that I started experimenting with. And so I made a BTS and BT21 spread where I had drawn the BT21 characters from scratch. And I still think they look really, really cool. And then I printed the pictures of all the members of BTS, and I did like basically little small like introduction pages for each of them. I never ended up finishing it actually, but it was still a very fun concept to do, and I think it's still very, very cute, even though I didn't end up finishing it completely. And then I also did a recap of my favorite anime convention that I go to, and so I had done these two cosplays during that weekend, and I had like all my highlights here, my appreciation to the artists and stuff that I had met, and the people that have given me these amazing opportunities to try different things, and it's just a really wholesome thing. So yeah, this journal really has like a bunch of different things and stuff like that. And September, this is still one of my favorite spreads I've ever done. I don't know, something about fall just really makes me really happy. And so this was really shown in this by like just the colors are just really nice and like not too vibrant and like nicely muted, and just I really like it. And then here I'm covering it up a bit because it is pretty private, but I had a little brain dump page, and again just all the colors for all like my little habit trackers and stuff like that. I just really, really love how it all turned out. And more little spreads, weekly spreads. I really started experimenting more with like different ways to organize them and stuff like that, and seeing what works best for me. I did really like this journal though because of where like the lines end and stuff like that. It really gives me like a more set area to work with, which can be nice. Some people find it restrictive, but I had a fun time trying it out. October, again, I was inspired by Amanda Rachel Lee's setup, and I decided to not perfectly recreate it, but be inspired by that theme for that month. So she had done like this lunar cycles type of thing, and I think it still looks really cool. Yeah, and then I started experimenting with doing little Dutch door spreads, and I really ended up liking it. It's a cool little thing to add in your journal to add like a little bit of interest. Still really like that calligraphy. I think it's still quite nice. November. I remember getting a lot of like critiques, I guess, in a way for this theme, because November isn't really like, you know, a springtime month. It's very much like a fall time month, but I decided to do like this floral theme. And I was like, well, I can still do a floral theme even if it's November. Anyways, I found that quite funny. But I still really love how this whole like calligraphy thing with like the flowers turned out. I think it's very delicate and like, you know, has a lot of little details in it, which I think is really fun. And so, yeah, this one was very, very cool as well. I don't know, the colors are just bold and fun, and I had a great time. This one is still one of my favorite spreads just because the blue just pops out so much and just so nicely. And then like the red of like the days of the week is just really just popping and just, yep, I don't know. Something about it just really tickles my fancy. And then December, this was also a very fun month. I had also gotten a hold of my first type of mild liner, and so that is the blue that you see, and I was very, very thrilled about it. And so I really wanted to use it for a little spread of things, and so I ended up using that and black for December to kind of do like a snowy Christmas type of theme, and I think it turned out very, very cute. But yeah, I definitely feel like I should try recreating one of these type of themes because we can clearly see that my style has changed quite a lot over the years. I mean, how many years ago was this? 4 or 5 years ago? So who am I kidding? I can't do basic math. So anyways, yeah, and that basically sums up like my entire first bullet journal. We all start from somewhere. And I decided to start an aligned journal just to see what it was like, and I really enjoyed the experience. And now we are here with a YouTube channel doing different monthly videos of me playing around in my bullet journal, and people seem to enjoy it, and I'm very happy to be sharing all these things and my experiences and my knowledge of the little things that I do know of. And yeah, and you can see in the back here I have some testers, and I also end up taking a lot of the time to, in the back, like plan for my next journal. So this is kind of like a sneak peek of what happened in my 2020 journal, which I don't think I've ever done a full flip through for. So if you're interested in seeing that one as well, make sure to like and subscribe, and also leave a comment to let me know if you would like to see it. I think I will do a flip through about it because it is still one of my favorite journals I've done. I just really love the themes that I did in that one, and I think it'd be very, very fun to share as well. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed seeing my humble beginnings as a bullet journaler. And I think it's a fun thing to share, and it does feel a little bit vulnerable, to be quite honest, because this was back way in high school, so this is a long time ago for me, of what it feels like at least. And yeah, anyways, I hope these were able to inspire you in a way, or you know, encourage you to keep going, even if things are not exactly as what you would like. Again, we all start from somewhere. I promise the progress and process is worth it, and I'm so proud of you. You're doing amazing. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys all very, very soon. Bye, guys.